Grassy Posse Packer Nation, welcome to another episode of Packcast. 2 in the same night. That's right, because Goody McGootenster has traded up into the 3rd round after giving it away to the Seahawks, which was so worth it because we still got that 1st round pick next year from the Saints. Goody McGootenster is not done. It traded up to the 88th pick by giving up the 1st pick of the 4th and the 147th pick, which is in the 5th round, which we also got yesterday. And with that selection, we picked Oren Burks, a linebacker from Vanderbilt. Now, that being said, I totally missed my intro, didn't I? Oh, yeah. I'm Tom Grassi. How you doing? Anyway, that being said, Oren Burks, let's talk about the positives real quick. I actually had him in my 7-round mock draft. However, in mine, he was going in the 5th round. So, yay, I got one right. Boo, because it looks like the Packers reached a little bit on this pick. But let's talk about the positives. Ran a 4.59 at the combine. His combine looked amazing. The guy has all the build of a football player that you want, right? He actually was originally a safety, and then they moved him into the slot. Then he played inside linebacker. So he's kind of been all over the field. In 2017, he had 82 tackles, 7 for a loss, 1 sack, and a pick. Overall, he had, for his college career, 237 tackles total, 15.5 for loss, 4.5 sacks, and 5 picks. So the best season he had, and the majority of the stuff that he got, was last season, which is something that you want to see. That's a good thing. The thing, Goot just came out and said, too, that he can play both inside spots, so he's going to be playing inside linebacker for us. The faults that I have with him is that when it came to the 3rd round, and I know obviously we didn't have a pick, but I had a feeling we were going to trade back up, is I wanted a dedicated pass rusher, someone that is their sole job. Someone could probably play on the outside as well. To eventually replace Clay Matthews. I would be shocked if the Packers don't pick up another linebacker tomorrow. But there's pros and cons. The Packers and the NFL has been like moving towards these hybrid players, right? With Josh Jackson, Micah Hyde, for example, guys who could play both. And this guy can play safety, he can play linebacker. And while that's not a bad thing, the fact that this guy got moved all around the field means that he doesn't have a lot of experience being a linebacker. And for a 3rd round pick, and I know we had a lot of picks, and so giving up a 4th and a 5th is not the biggest of deals. We still have a 4th, and we have still 3 5th round picks. It's not the big deal here. But at the end of the day, I would have liked somebody whose primary job is I'm going to go and eat the quarterback. And we might have that here with Burks, but again, I think he was still going to be there in the 4th round. I don't think the Packers needed to trade up to get him. They could have gotten him with the 1st pick of the 4th round tomorrow, but I guess they were just unwilling to do that. I mean, the guy is aggressive. He got like a 24 on the Wonderlic. It seems like a great guy all around and a great player, someone you definitely want to have on the team. It's just I think that this was a bit of a reach for the Packers. I was checking the NFL too. I think they had him drafted as mocked for the 4th or 5th round. But that being said, the one thing I do love, though, is how aggressive we are being in this draft. We're making amazing decisions, and we're prepping not only for the future with the youth in our team, but also getting 1st-round draft picks like we did yesterday against the Saints. But we're utilizing every single pick we have, and we're utilizing the fact that we had the most amount of picks coming into the draft. And so, as a Packers fan, I couldn't be happier. This pick I would grade as like a B right now. After giving 2 A's for both of our cornerbacks because Jari Alexander got a 1st-round pick that came with him, and Josh Jackson has incredible value. Oren Burks, I haven't seen enough of him to really warrant giving it any higher because I think, again, we did reach a little bit, and I would have liked someone who's a little bit more of a dedicated pass rusher. But again, not like he can't learn. The guy seems very smart, so we're good with that. Seems to know football very well from playing multiple different positions, and we can move him around, and he could potentially go up into safety, when he needs to. With that being said, how do you feel about this pick? Did you even know who this guy was? Was he even on your radar? He would have been if you checked the 7-round mock draft out, which I did, so I got 1 pick right so far. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you wanted to see like my full reaction to what's going on in tonight's draft, The stream is up. I streamed for about 4 hours today, and I'll be streaming for the final day of the draft tomorrow starting at noon. But you could always find me at TomGrossiComedy.com, TomGrossi Comedy, or Tom Grossi Comedy on the Twitter, and the Facebooks and the Instagrams. You can check all that stuff out. Also, the Patreon at Tom Grossi Comedy. You could also find Packcast, P-A-C-K-A-S-T, which is this podcast, on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, and of course here on the YouTube. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed day 2 of the NFL Draft. I'll see you for the final day tomorrow when we're streaming at 12 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi, and as always, go Pack Go.